Hello folks, so this is session for loops. So we start with the syntax. A for loop is generally used for iterating over some list of items. So it operates on the list of items and then it will run a set of commands which will be in this block of statements on each of those items. So let us start working on a script. So as we know, the for loop is going to operate on a list of items. So our first script to learn for loop is to display the continents in the word with the number. So I'll call that script as list.sh, and now since we need to display the count and the number of continent also, so we'll just initialize a variable count to 1. Now for continent in, now we can keep on giving the space separated words here. We can give space separated words or space separated characters, or we can even give a command which will return a list of strings with space. Now the do is also a keyword, and then enter into the for loop block, and here number starting with 1 it will print and is then continent. So this is our continent variable. Using dollar we'll print it here. Then we have to increment the counter, so count equal to done. So that's it. So now if you do sh list.sh, it will iterate into that for loop, increment the counter number every time, and take the the word one by one from the list which we have given. So here is the list from which it's picking up the words one by one into the continent variable. So now it's time for exercise. In the exercise, what we want to do is we will take a list of numbers from the user, and out of that we want to print the maximum number. So user will pass the list of numbers as an argument and will print the maximum number, and this all will do using a for loop. So you can pause the video and try it. So hope you were able to do that. If not, or if you got stuck somewhere, let us see how it's done. So we'll name it findmax.sh, and I'll just initialize the variable max as 0. This will get overwritten by the number whichever is maximum at that time. Now for n in, so as you remember, $hash was the number of argument and $star gave us the list of arguments. So here we can use it. Now do, now we have to compare the current number with the current maximum. If the current number is greater, then we'll overwrite max with the value of the current number of this iteration. So with every iteration a new number will come as n, and which will be compared with max. If it is greater than max, then max will be overwritten with that number, and then at the end we'll say maximum value is dollar max. That's it. So to run it, do as such find max. I'll just randomly give some numbers. So as you can see, this is not what we were expecting. So we wanted to find the maximum of this list, and it is returning us 5, which is not what we want. So let us see what went wrong. So even many experienced people do this, and so many times I also forget. For numeric comparison, we cannot use this kind of operator which works for C or Java. This should be hyphen GT. So this is the numeric comparison, so we have to use hyphen GT hyphen LT like that. Now let us see how if this works for the same arguments. Yes, so now it is working. So just have to remember, for the numeric comparisons we cannot use the greater than and less than symbols. For the numeric comparisons we have to use hyphen LE hyphen GT hyphen LE like that, and for strings we have to use equal to operator, not equal to operator, or greater than less than symbols. So this is about the for loop. Thanks folks.